Yo, I've been trying to think about this for like a little bit while ago. Like, I haven't really been. When I usually make videos, I'm usually thinking about the topic over time and refining my thoughts, going about and seeing different videos, seeing different projects, blogs, and whatever, and putting it in my head, fighting each other out in my head. So this thought is more like new and up and coming. But I feel like purity culture, and not in the purity culture of like, oh, virginity, of like, oh, you should hold on to your virginity until you get married, or like, you're a slut if you're having sex with a lot of people, which you are for both. I think culture or puristic, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Culture, it would be the downfall of every community. I think when you look into like the rap community, it's like, or hip hop community, rap and hip hop, it's like it's so annoying seeing people fight over who should be considered a rapper and who shouldn't be, who is a part of the culture and who isn't part of it, who can make this most amount of money and prove that they're a better artist than than having fun. And I know it's corny as shit to say, and I don't give a fuck, and I will say it. Having fun is the best thing you could do. It is part of your biology to do it. You do not. There's a reason why in nature you don't see really animals stressed out that much. Obviously, during the chase for the food or chasing away to not become food is stressful. But spacing those parts out is usually sleeping, laying down, or spending time with family. It is within your nature to be calm, cool, and collected. Oh my god, triple C's, triple K's. But truly, like fighting over, about what is considered what, or who is considered who, will get you nowhere. Because you guess what? Because the people who aren't caring about that are still going to keep doing what they're doing. So let's say there's like, you see commonly about a white person, someone who isn't necessarily a part of the culture, entering the rap and hip hop space and doing their thing, and niggas being like, oh, that's bullshit, or they start having debates about what is rap, what is hip hop, what is your connection to it. Because it is typically your connection to hip hop, your belief systems when you are engaging with hip hop is typically what truly makes you an artist. Are you able to appreciate the work? And truly, this might be like a new gen thing to say, maybe because I wasn't there in the 80s and 90s when hip hop was first growing. I think it's like, does tradition really matter? You feel me? Because for me, tradition doesn't matter unless it's really important. You feel me? Like tradition wise, we have Thanksgiving. I think it matters because we can all come together, say what we're thankful for, eat food, and do whatever. But if there is some type of holiday or tradition that is just stupid or annoying, and obviously those traditions obviously phased out already, which is why we already have all these other holidays. So it's just like there's no point to it, right? And I think another way that puristic culture typically ruins subgroups or genres is within the alt community, because in itself, being alternative or being punk or within those spaces is about being different. Right? Being against the status quo, being your own person and expressing yourself, right? But in itself, being punk is conformist. Being alternative in itself is performant. It insists upon itself. It is performative. Because you have to innately do certain things to be able to be part of that specific group. Where now punk and alt isn't never what you're wearing, what you have, it's the mindset you have. But because of that, because you're like, oh, there is prerequisites, there are things you have to do, things you have to be considered alternative and punk. You are now not alternative and punk because of those labelings, of the labels in the first place. If being different is what makes it that group, then purposely being different or purposely going against the norm makes you part of the norm. You're being sheep of the herd. If someone tells you to go right, because they told you to go right, you go left, you're still listening to them, just in a different way. Like, at the end of the day, bro, dress however you want, be however you want. You like music whatever way you want it, you want to be in any space, just do it. Think about whether or not you belong in a space or someone else belongs in a space. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It doesn't. Just do your own thing. And I just noticed that my hat kind of looks like one of those, I forgot what you call those, Like every single little hats that like not a top hat, like when you see like those little English niggas wear back in the day, or kind of like one of those little old grandma hats that goes all the way down. Nah, it's one of those baseball hats. All right, have a good day, y'all. A couple more things before I officially go. One, obviously, it's like being a creep. If you're thinking like, oh, OMG, I'm kind of nervous about approaching this girl or this person because I might look like a creep, you're probably not a creep. Creeps aren't particularly thinking like that. They're just doing their own thing. Like, and if you're hyper conscious about being within a certain group, if you even fit properly within that subgenre or community or space, and you're hyper conscious over it, and you're trying to purposely do things to make yourself seem like you belong there, it's just stupid to do. Just do your own thing. Because somebody who would go in and disrespect that space, they're not thinking that. They're not thinking that out. They're just like, oh, I'm going to do my own thing. So at the end of the day, bro, like, don't stress out. Do your own thing. If you do see someone disrespecting the space or whatever, just keep doing your own thing. Have fun. Do your own thing. And, you know, with my the second half of my video about the whole punk and alt thing, I do think it does insist upon it. So I do truly think that. Because with how it was seen before of being punk and alt, it was doing things outside the mainstream. Like being outside of it, being alternative, doing your own thing, rejecting authority and what the mainstream media believes is okay. Like doing your own shit. Punks back in the day, because, you know, I'm just using these terms and words and shit. They would literally have like the N-word written on their chest, right? Or on their sleeve, or say it, or even use the F slur because they're like, oh yeah, I'm my own thing. Oh, fuck what everybody else thinks. I don't care about the mainstream media, about what they say is okay and what is not okay. I don't care what anybody else do. I want to do my own thing. I want to be my own authority. Yeah, I am outside of this place. It is a big fuck you to what people consider normal, average. This is a fuck you to society, right? But obviously, tell somebody who is like within the modern punk or alternative space to say that or do that, they're like, nah, this is. And obviously that is good that they wouldn't do that. But obviously, even thinking you shouldn't do something, right? Or even thinking that there is rules or regulations to the punk alternative space means that there is no punk alternative space, because it is just the alternative. It's like being conservative sometimes. Like people are like, well, get this point out of the face. People are like, oh, you can't be punk and conservative. Then obviously, being itself, that's just not part of the rules. Being punk and alt is just anything. It could be anything. There is no rules to it. So obviously, trying to attach rules to it makes it insist upon itself, right? It's like kind of like being. Sometimes I think I might be taking the word and its usage so literally, because it is kind of like with conservatives too. Because conservatives only exist because liberalism exists in a way. That makes sense. Because obviously, if they're like, oh, they're like more gay rights, more trans rights, more women's rights. Maybe less of that third one. Obviously, people don't usually fight against that. I hope they don't fight against that. But then conservatives are like, oh, nope, push down. Like they come up. They reactionary conservatives. Have you heard phrases like that? Reactionaries. Yeah, obviously conservatives only pop up. They exist to go against what the main culture is. Are conservatives punk? Are they alt? You feel me? And I have like a little script thing. Yeah, I originally wrote this down. I was gonna post this in like the comments or like the description, but I just felt like recording it. I wrote it right here. I don't know if you can say here. I wrote down the last line. In a timeline earlier, I would have been a blogger or article writer. Yo, BuzzFeed 2014, early 2010, bro, I would have made numbers. Never forget to self-glaze yourself. Alright, now peace out. Stay solid, doing your own thing. Of course, respect everybody. Dude, like, have fun. Love people. Alright, bro. Drink a smoothie.